Hello, everyone.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Another record day, another sweat set. I have a few more of these bad boys before I have to buy more, before I have to reuse them.
It'll be spring.
I know, and then I could get like the short sweat set.
Groundhog Day is coming up, so we'll find out if
I'm thinking it's going to be in early spring because it only snowed once.
that's what makes me think it's going to be.
More winter?
Yeah.
I don't know. Global warming is real.
Yeah. I don't think anything has been accurate for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Like the weather's just been, it's not like when we were kids. Snow days were actually a thing. Now we get more flood days.
Flood days, like ice.
Yeah.
Ice days, like when it's icy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
So what's wrong with you?
Yeah, but it's still kind of like I don't know which one yet.
Well, you got one.
But I got offers. I did. I got a bunch of offers. Not a bunch. Let me calm down.
You can get a bunch.
Whoa.
I think you got a bunch.
I've
been telling people you got a bunch.
I got some offers. So basically now it's kind of in my hands, right? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Which is really nice. Thank you, God.
Thank you, Jesus. Jesus is real.
Yeah, really, really nice. You know, I think it was just after the new year, the job market opened up and it got a lot easier. All of a sudden, my phone started ringing and people wanted to interview me. So that was nice. And I'm happy. I'm not going to be homeless. All good things.
I started the gym.
She
Finally
did.
went to the gym.
She started the gym with her babies.
Yeah, because now that they enjoy going to the childcare at the gym, it's just been so much easier. And I finally, there's a workout program that I started again. It's like specifically made for C-section recovery. Like it's called ab rehab because like you know how
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when you have C-sections, like they rip apart your abs. So it basically like is a specified program like for when you have a C-section and just the exercises for like those deep
How's
core muscles.
Your like physical recovery was really good though in terms of like your scar, right? Your scar is small.
My scar is small, but I keloided, so it's thick.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing. But like my doctor.
But like when you wear a bikini, you can hardly see it.
No, you can't see it. You can't see it at all. It's like so low, which is just crazy. Like every time I see it, I'm like, I like don't even understand how like a baby came out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Two babies came out of there.
Our bodies are fascinating.
Crazy. Yeah, but
I wonder if maybe did you keloid after like Amelia?
After, both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like my doctor made sure to because she was so careful, like putting me back together, and like she was like so hopeful that I wasn't going to, and like she could already tell like the 2 week mark. She was like, yeah, I think it's gonna keloid again. Mm. But I mean, honestly, like she was like looking at like my body too, like just like all where the scar is. And I said to her, I was like, honestly, like I'd rather just have like a keloid than like, when how some people get like the flap that like you cannot get rid of.
Yeah.
Surgery. And I didn't get that. It's flat.
Yeah.
So I'll take the keloid.
You don't have crazy stretch marks. Yeah. You don't have
so like. I'll take a keloid that no one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
But I started the gym and I was doing the exercises. Like I'm in week 1 still. And it's crazy that like most of these exercises, it's like mostly like breathing a certain way and like the muscles that it hits, I'm sweating. I'm not even like doing anything and I'm just sitting there and it's like you could just like see like I was sweating. It's like geez. But the girl, the mom, she's a mom of 3. She's a C-section. She had all 3 C-sections. She's like ripped and like she just had a baby I think this past year and she like documented herself doing her program and like it works. It for sure works. She looks great. But if you...
I'm excited
and what I do like about her program, like she specifically wrote on like the introduction page, it's like, yeah, this is really for like any mom. Like it doesn't have to be like right when you just give birth. Like you could start whenever. Like it doesn't have to... Like I gave birth a year and a half ago and I'm just starting it now. You know what I mean? So you could really start it just whenever you want.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
That's important. That's going back to our self-care or healthcare something. Our episode, that we had. This is like part of it.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it for you. And there's
Awesome.
childcare involved.
I know.
That's
So like,
incredible.
and I'm like so crazy with my kids too. But it's nice that like with the childcare, I could just like pop in there whenever I want to just like see how they're doing, give them a snack. You know.
I have to tell you, this is really funny. So I don't know. I think I learned this in high school. When a man, this is very sidetracked. When a man's like nuts are crushed in like his jeans or pants, it's called a moose knuckle. Kind of like a girl's is called a camel toe. A man's is called a moose knuckle because it's like bigger, right? Like so it's like a moose knuckle. But I didn't know there's like a coat brand, like a luxury coat brand called Moose Knuckle, and it's very popular. And it's expensive. It's a good brand. And Chris is like, he works in the city and there's often sample sales going on. And he was like, oh, there's a moose knuckle sample sale today. And I was like, please don't get one. I can't get man balls out of my head. And it's like, and then the logo on the side
like looks like that.
Kind of looks like balls. Like, wait, I'm gonna pull it up and I'll show you guys too. I don't know. Their coats are very cute. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't get nuts out of my head. Moose knuckle logo.
I like honestly never understood how some men can wear. That's the logo. Stop.
I'm gonna make it big for you guys.
That one, because it shows the.
Which one?
Shows like the name too.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. There was a bigger one.
That one.
Yeah. Okay. So like. So like this isn't actually the logo. This is just like how they design it, but the logo is only those two things. So on the coat, like those two things, which look like balls to me.
They are.
Right? That's what's on the coat. But like the coats are nice. They look like they're nice. Hold on.
That's so funny. Is it just men or women too?
It's men and women. It's moose knuckle on men. I'm gonna check Google Images. Yes, look. So I Googled moose knuckle on men, right? And it does not show me the coat. It literally shows me. Look, we've got Borat in his famous suit. We've got, I don't know, this Olympian. Look at his moose knuckle.
It looks like a vagina.
There's just all these men in onesies, like with their moose knuckle.
Oh, that one's really funny.
Yeah, like, so, anyway, I don't know why I think that's so funny. And so crazy how, like...
No, but, like, can you imagine a brand called Camel Toe? Would you buy a coat from a brand named Camel Toe? That's what makes it funnier. She's crying. Trying to pause.
Let me throw on my camel toe really quick to run and get the mail. Oh, gotta take out the trash. Let me put on my camel toe.
Like, you know, like think about it. Like, you know, the brand, like the brand UGG. Like, let me go grab my camel toe. What are you wearing today, camel toe?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Like, we're going out to dinner. What are you wearing today? The camel toe.
Yeah. I'm going to wear my camel toe with my black boots.
The brown ones.
Mine is pink. Oh my goodness. I need a tissue. Look at me. I'm hysterical. That's so funny. Well, we know what clip we're using. Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
I made her cry.
That was hilarious. Anyway, okay, that was not on our list of topics, but that was great.
What's our topic today?
So let's start off with This was your question, actually.
Okay.
You wanted to know
Which one?
the first one.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
Moose knuckle jackets.
A lot of hate for if you say it out loud. I feel like I have like different answers for that, depending like the mommy perspective. Like just because you're a parent doesn't mean you're a good one.
Yeah.
Like.
Shh.
Intermission.
My dog likes to differ. Come on, Jax. Sorry about that. It's a good thing he's not mic'd. Lay down, please. No, go lay down.
I literally jumped when he did that.
Go lay down somewhere. Lay down on your bed.
Yeah, so like from that perspective, just because you're a parent doesn't mean you're a good one. Like it doesn't necessarily, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean like the second you pop out that kid, oh my god, like you're such a good parent. Like you're just like just because you have a kid does not mean you're a good parent.
Yeah.
It's just like
Jax.
in general, you know.
Stop.
What about you? What was the question?
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for saying out loud or something?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I have a good one. I don't think I'll get a lot of hate for this because I feel like it's a weird time on social media and women are...
I have another one too.
Not divided, but women do have a lot of different perspectives on this. Jax, stop. So I am all for like independent women and working and equal rights and all of that. I believe in that. But I have very... I knew that was going to happen. Jax, lay down. Lay on your bed right now. Let them fight. That's not your fight. Not nice. I don't like it. Lay down. You see, but that's not my dog. Those are other dogs in the hallway. Like, are these dogs just chilling in the hallway? They were there when you got here. Now they're... No.
No, Jax.
Not nice. I'm all about, and you're kind of a living version of this, but I am with my preference for my life in the future is very traditional. I'm with a woman has a role in the house and a man has a role in the home. And the man should provide, authority and security, and security comes with like, kind of the financial responsibility and stuff. And the woman provides the nourishment and the nurtureness of it all. Like she holds it down. She makes sure that the home is filled with love and is clean and everyone's fed and healthy. And the men's responsibilities are everything else. Making sure that the water's hot and the lights stay on and that there's food in the kitchen for the woman to, serve.
There's money in the bank so that the woman could go to Target and get the things.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, not everybody has to agree. I'm not saying that, if someone has an opposite role in their home, like if the woman works and the man doesn't, or they're both equally working and your kids are, being watched by a nanny or something, like I'm not saying that's wrong. That's just not my preference. To each his own. But I might say my preference and someone might be like, you work so hard now. You went to college just to serve other people? Yeah, sort of. Yeah, like I went to college for me. I went to college so that I'm not an idiot. Yeah. I went to college so that if like, like if I could be married tomorrow and have a family tomorrow and serve my family, but if something were to happen to my husband, right, a freak accident, God forbid, death, anything like that, I want to know that I'm intelligent enough to be able to provide for my family, right? That I have like a backup plan. I think it's all part of like a long-term security plan. So some people might not like it. Some people might think I'm like, diminishing my intelligence maybe, but I really don't care.
Yeah. And speaking on what you just said, I think another answer to that question is I feel like college is like kind of important. And I know like you don't need, or just some sort of higher education. That's what I say for.
Even I feel like college, not only for the education
I
aspect,
wouldn't even say for
but
the
like the
education.
social skills that you learn. Like,
I think that's the big one. I wouldn't even say education, because if you ask,
because there's so many successful people that didn't go to college, and now that I'm like wiser and older enough, I do really understand what people mean when they say college isn't for everyone. I don't think it is either.
I don't think it is either, but I think it's like you need some sort of just,
if you're not going to college, you need that social experience where your environment is surrounded by other diversities, other economic, like
just other people in general.
Right.
Just yeah, I think that's what I take away from college.
Yeah.
Because education wise, like I couldn't tell, like I was a teacher, you know what I mean? When I was teaching in a classroom of fifth graders, did I think back on that one class that taught me this? No, I didn't. I feel like a lot of jobs that you learn from by doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think college is just important for just that social aspect, and just like you learn the stress of college, like you learn how to handle
you learn how to schedule your life, you learn routine. You learn that sometimes your routine is broken, but your mom's not waking you up in the morning, like it's literally like I think the way college is structured may not be for everyone in terms of learning in a lecture hall, but the way it's structured is very similar to how life happens, right? Like
the same thing, how like not everyone has like a day job is like the same thing as college. Like it's just So that's how I feel too.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
But the one I was gonna say is how Amazon is like a scam now. Like they keep charging. Number one, nothing is 2-day shipping anymore, I feel like.
No. Or next day shipping.
Yeah. Next day shipping, it's like you have to spend over $55.
Right. And if you filter, like how you can filter so how you're viewing it, if you filter like to only view next day shipping, they're showing you nothing. They're showing you garbage. They're showing you Shein and Temu products. Like literally, they're showing you nothing. And it's like, what do I pay for this a month for?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like every year the price of Amazon membership like keeps going up.
Yeah.
I just saw, I don't know if you got the email, but we use like Amazon Prime to like watch stuff. And I just got an email saying how like everything is gonna have commercials now, unless you want to pay an extra $3.
Yep, I saw that.
To take away commercials. I'm like, seriously?
I saw that. And the commercials are like, they're usually 75 to 90 seconds long, which is like 2 to 3 commercials. For that, get cable.
Yeah, exactly. We get Amazon, like the streaming services for no commercials.
Yeah. They're all kind of, and they're all adding up. Like the more they raise their prices, the more it's kind of like, is it worth it to just go back to my Fios?
Yeah. Like what am I really getting from?
I mean, I have Max, I have Peacock, I have Amazon, I have like, then you figure Netflix, Hulu, like.
And especially that like Amazon like is barely like 2-day shipping now too.
Yeah.
Like if I know it's coming in a week, like I'll just go to the store now.
And they're like trying to brand this new thing now called Amazon Photos, where like they'll hold all your photos and it's unlimited storage, right?
But that's like, what are they doing with those pictures?
Like what's the security like on that? Because Amazon is so big and they literally run the world, but like their customer support, because they're so big and they know that people are going to use them anyway, their customer support is ass.
It's like someone from a different country and just like
always. And it's like it's
all automated messages.
It's not, they truly don't care. Like I used like in my last role, I used Amazon Freight, and they like lost 53-foot container, a full truckload of our product.
That's a lot.
They just lost it. Where's it?
Lost in transit. That's all it said. I just lost the package too.
But they have 90,000 like yards and stuff with all these trucks and distribution centers. It could have been anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally. Could have been anywhere. It was wild. But yeah, I agree. Amazon is getting a little scammy.
I have one more too. This one I think might get like hate for it for sure.
What?
I like don't understand tipping. Like tipping, because I always thought that tipping was for
the people who don't make
Yes.
Minimum wage, yeah.
Exactly. And so it's just like, so in
Servers.
that sense, I understand.
Servers.
But then, like,
the people that are taking your order, writing down your preferences, picking up your order, bringing it to the table, cleaning off your table as you're finished with things.
That's what I
wiping
understand.
things,
but then, like,
asking you if everything's
for everything
okay.
else, like, I don't understand it. And it's just like,
because it's gotten out of control. I don't think you're going to get hate for that.
like
I think everyone's going to understand.
But just like in general too, I feel like if I go somewhere and it's like, yes, I'm getting a service, but I'm paying for the service. And like this person, it's not like they are like working on they're not working on commission. They're working on like a salary. So I'm like, I'm paying you, you're already making a salary and now I'm tipping you. Like that part didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Like when you get a coffee and they turn it around for you to sign, like the standard, it automatically adds like 18%. Yeah. Some places 22% is the standard. What? You're lucky if I want to give you $1. You're getting paid hourly.
Yeah.
This economy is not for the weak.
So that's like, I
am weak. I don't feel like tipping you. You didn't do anything. You pressed 3 buttons.
But it's like, that's your job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Realistically, a robot could have done it. There's a McDonald's now in our country that doesn't have any employees. Like, what exactly am I tipping you for? For your attitude when I asked for that on the side? Like, what am I tipping you for?
Yeah, and it's like these people too are so angry at their jobs. Like, get a new job. If you don't want to work for tip, like, get a new job.
I'm going to tell you, I will tip servers always.
Yes.
Bartenders always.
Yes.
Especially because like they're always on their feet. The people who do my hair, the people who do my nails, obviously, because they're doing a service that I specifically want them to do, and we're conversing, and I just think it's kind. And the people that do your nails are usually not getting paid fairly as well, and they're sleeping in a shared space, and there's a lot of workers trafficking that goes on there. Anyway, those people, and I, every once in a while, if I have singles, I do tip my gas attendant, the person pumping my gas. We live in New Jersey, and we do not pump our own gas. I don't know how they get paid, but I can tell you they're often immigrants, and they are always out there. Cold. No matter the weather, no matter the holiday, no matter the day of the week, like, they are always out there. So yeah, if I get to stay in my warm car and you're pumping my gas and you're saying, here's your seat, have a good day to me, I'm going to give you an extra $1. That's nice. Yeah, I do it just because I feel like it's nice. Especially because I go to the same gas station all the time, and it's like, you kind of grow like I don't know anything too much about his life, but
I also think it's tacky when like businesses like put like, don't forget to tip, or like something along those lines.
We went to
what to do. Like, last episode, like, if you tell me what to do, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, we went to a sushi like hand. So we went to a hand roll place, like a sushi hand roll place in the city, and they sat us down, and our server, or I don't know, the host was like, okay, like, this is your seat. Here are your menus. They're going to be serving you here, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, please remember, this is a no tipping establishment. Like, gratuity is already included in your cost. Like, they didn't wait for us to read the fine print on our receipt. They told us up front, and they were like, you're all set. Like, we do not accept tips. And I was like, finally, like, because sure, maybe they're a no tipping establishment, but you know how many other businesses, literally 60% of businesses now, include gratuity or include like a staff fee, a kitchen fee, a something.
Maintenance fee.
Right. And then like, don't mention it. And it's just like,
teeny tiny writing all the way on the bottom.
Or if you're even lucky, you get that. Instead, it just says something like kitchen fee or whatever. And you're like, what the hell is this? Like, what? Who am I tipping now? And then you don't look at that, right? Like, you're getting out of there. You're just paying. You don't want to be the stickler that's like reading the fine print in the receipt or checking if you were, charged correctly. And you just pay it. And then afterwards, you look at it and you're like, I tipped twice.
I hate places like that.
It's not. It's like it's.
Oh, this
I don't
actually
know.
just reminded
Should
me
be
of
illegal.
a sushi place that we just went to where a robot, like they had like a robot, and the robot like brings your food to you, and like it comes back, and like you put the plates on the robot, and like when the bill came, like me and Mark were like, "Do we tip? Like, do we tip the robot?" I actually like did not know, because I know like there was like, I don't even know if she was the server. I feel like she was like maybe like the owner of like, because it was like a small sushi place, you know. So I don't know if she was like just the server or like the owner of the restaurant. Like she did come, she took our orders and like brought the utensils. But then after that, like the food came to us on a robot. The plates and stuff got taken out by the robot, and like we like actually did not know, like, are we supposed to tip? We ended up tipping it, but afterwards I was like so confused. I was like,
how did you tip the robot?
Just like normal. I not like I didn't give the money to the robot, just like on the receipt. I like still just added the tip. But I was just like so confused. Like, am I supposed to tip?
The fact that the receipt even had a place for you to tip is weird. Like,
Yeah.
but that I wouldn't have tipped.
Yeah, like so I was like, we were so confused. I'm telling
no
you,
one did the manual labor.
Yeah. I mean, she came to take our order. So I'm like, am I supposed to tip for that? I don't even know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like
And
give
like
us
she did like clean the table for, so it was just like she was doing half of it.
give us some clear instructions.
Yeah.
Like let us know if you really think we should tip. Tell us and tell us why.
Yeah. For what I agree is business owners, because like a lot of people think like
small
oh
business
like
owners.
small business
Yeah.
small, that's the key word, small.
Small
a lot of
business
people think
owners.
that like oh like they're the owner, they don't need a tip, but they're the ones that are paying for everything,
Invested in it,
Yes.
still not really
They're the ones
returning
that-
a profit. Yeah.
And like I
Still
don't
there every
think
day.
tipping should be mandatory. If it's based off of service and my service sucks, then it's just like what? Like
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Or just like let's
I
say
much rather, if service sucked, I much rather withhold a tip from whoever's working that day than leave a poor Yelp review or something.
Yes, I would
because Yelp reviews can really like screw up a business, and like a lot of the times it's the staff, it's the person that was there that made your experience shit.
Yeah.
It's not the business as a whole. It's not what the business stands for. It's not like, you know what I mean? There are some places far in between that like the owners are a-holes and like
they just want all the money they
right.
can get.
But sometimes it's just an off day. The
Yeah.
kitchen isn't following instructions.
And how I feel about like services like on ourselves. So like let's say lashes, hair, nails. Like let's say like the person messed up, or like you asked for something and they didn't give you what you needed, or like they didn't give you like what you wanted. Like, do you still tip?
Yeah.
I feel like in that case, if I was like the person like who was doing the service and like you could clearly see that like this is not what the client asked for, I would be like, I'm so sorry, like why don't you come back in 2 weeks and I'll fix it. And then at that time you tip. But at this time I would be like, literally, like you don't even have to give me anything, just go, like come back and I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
That's like on like the person.
Yeah. You didn't get your nails done that much, like long nails. I used to get my nails done a lot, and like I always see, and it's true, women for some reason when you're getting your nails done, you don't want to be like, oh no, I don't like that, or can you do this, can you do that? We just kind of like usually give them the freedom. But as of more recently, maybe because I'm getting older and I just have more balls, like I'm kind of like, oh
You're
no, I don't like
something.
that shape.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Please don't do that. The minute I see it happen on one finger, I'm correcting it. But I get annoyed at people who like wait until the whole thing is done. Like
Yeah.
you sat there through 10 fingers. Like literally through the decoration and shaping and painting of 10 fingers, and now you want to be like, oh, I don't really like it. Like
it's more for let's say a haircut, like you asked for like a specific style and it's like the complete different style, like that. Or like lashes, like you asked for like light and natural and they give you caterpillar.
And sometimes you try to trust the process, right? Like sometimes you're like, okay, like maybe she's doing this because she's going to do that, or like whatever. But I think there's like a way to do it where it's not insulting the artist or the person giving you the service. Like there's been plenty of times where I ask for something and then I go, oh, like, are you going to put the gold on top? And like she'll say, oh no, once we put this coat turns it gold. Or like, I don't know. Like there's ways to like ask that's not
and it's
insulting.
also like a lot of people don't realize like you pay for what you get for. So like let's say I go somewhere where a haircut's only like $10. You can't go into this establishment.
You can't go into a Supercuts and expect a freaking balayage layers.
Yes, exactly. Like thinking like, oh my god, it's so cheap, like whatever. And then like in that case, like you obviously are not going to get what you're looking for, and then you complain. Like your haircut was $10. Like go somewhere where it's like a person who's experienced in what you're asking for. And in that case, it probably wouldn't happen as much.
Yeah.
But
that was a fun episode.
Yeah, basically like tipping, like in most cases, I feel like people know when to tip, but like when you're asking for a tip, like that's weird.
Yeah.
Don't ask. You should never ask.
And if you're going to ask, tell us why you're asking.
Yeah.
I'd much rather you say, tipping is encouraged because our team here they work off commission and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing everything to make sure that you have an exceptional experience. Make me want to tip.
Yeah. And like provide a service that's going to make, a service that's making you want to tip. Don't be an asshole and like
Don't make me feel guilty for not tipping when you're just doing your job.
Exactly. But all right. Thanks for listening.
Follow, like, repost.
The drill.
Yeah. Okay. Toodles. Bye, everyone.